Hi guys, in today's video I'll be sharing a clip from my 2016 trip to Malawi, Africa. On this particular day, the tour group had gone to a local cultural museum where we were being asked to share our thoughts after learning about the slave trade in Malawi, Africa during the 1200s through the 1700s. You can tell we were all kind of bummed and emotionally drained, and the conversation got a little emotional as well. But it's one thing to learn your history from a book, and it's a totally different experience to get your history from the source up close and personal. So stay tuned right after this. Greetings and gratitude to all my family, friends, and viewers. Welcome to my African-centered travel vlog. My name is Israya, but I'm also known as Akilah for those who don't know me. If you have any questions about taking a trip to Africa, investment in Africa, and or maybe even relocating to the continent of Africa, stay tuned as I take you along my repatriation journey. Come, join the movement to reverse the brain drain of Africa. B.R.U.S.E mission is an expression of my life's work to build, repatriate, uplift, serve, and empower. For more details, please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for my latest uploads. I'll see you in the next video. We are at MUA Cultural Museum. Today is December the 7th, and we just got through going on a tour of the Cultural Museum, and I'll start off first just kind of talking about my feelings after that. They gave us like a history of Malawi and the Africans that came from South Africa here to Malawi and back as far as like the 1200s, and they made a connection of our African spirituality with Christianity religion that was brought here by the Europeans and forced upon us. And it just really confirmed for me how they took our African spirituality and whitewashed our own spirituality and forced their own version of spirituality right on us to basically control our minds and stuff. Absolutely. And it put me in a really sad place. I was angry for a minute there, and then I also was very sad because it makes me think about the current day and us as Africans in America, where we're like totally clueless. Those of us that are not aware of our African selves, what they like to call conscious, are lost. Those of us that are so-called conscious, that are aware of our African selves, still don't or haven't made the real like full circle connection to the history. Like literally I've been saying here recently, and it makes me confirm the feeling that wearing the dashikis, reading the books, throwing your fist up, it's not enough. You have got to get here, and you have got to see for yourselves the people, the connection, to make that spiritual connection, to be able to widen your perspective and see how our people are living here. Because literally, like the aid, the building, it's gotta start here, because this is where everything was taken from and severed and slaughtered and raped. And like literally, if we don't start here, I just feel like we are at the end of our rope. I feel like this is what they call the end. This is a shit or get off the pot moment. And if we don't if we don't do what's right by ourselves, we will perish.
The history goes back so deep. It continues to show that when the Caucasian came, the invaders, they took away everything. Being from America, we have no culture, nothing tying us to the earth, no land, no language, no religion. We get here to Africa, all the way to Mother Africa, and find that he's still symbolizing and assimilating our history. This taking away our religion, selling us to be and act like them. You know, it's like being in Africa is so real, but we're still so lost as a people. As a people, we at war across the whole globe, and we're still lost.
We're at war with each other.
We're still lost.
We went into the museum and it was like such an eye-opener, because I feel like we're so into the books and who has the most books, and you haven't even been here and we're fighting and we're arguing over information, and you haven't even been here. I've only been to one part of Africa, one country, and I go into this museum and the guide is basically, letting us know about one tribe, the Yao, that sold other tribes into slavery to the Arabs. And so his response was, oh, well, they don't do that anymore. But for us in America, we're still affected by the result of slavery.
To this day.
To this day. So it's huge. Like we don't know our culture.
We don't
at all. Period.
Completely lost.
Even things that we think are the devil, we found out really aren't the devil, but it was our own spirituality that they took and tweaked and made us feel like, or made us accept their perception of what those things meant.
Right. And white supremacy is just
far
so
and strong and
so strong,
deep.
and it's just so evident in so many ways.
We're on so many levels.
A museum, and there's things from different tribes that we couldn't even take pictures of. We can't even show you.
To this day, they're still colonizing the information.
So disappointing to come across the ocean, and there's still a building with our culture and our people, and we can't even take a picture of it.
With you.
That's crazy to me. That's white supremacy at its finest.
Yeah. So we're here.
You need to get here.
And it's an awesome place. A lot of beautiful people, information, but we can't give it to you.
You have to get here. You have to come taste, come see.
Yeah.
This is what it is.
You've got to, if you haven't been to Africa, you really are not qualified to be a teacher.
Give lectures.
You're not qualified
to talk about
to
it.
be, there's more to it than being well versed in your books, and that's great, but you've got to come to the source. You've got to get the knowledge yourself. You have to.
Firsthand.
You'll see things in a whole different perspective.
Right.
This
is only day 4.
It's only day 4. And
amazing trip.
They got us out here crying. So
Tamika.
Yes.
During the tour, there was a portion about the Yao people and the Arab slave trade. And shortly after, you got emotional. Can you tell us what you were thinking at that point?
Yeah, just like I had said before, first of all, it was, I already knew that we have a history of, being bribed into selling our own into slavery.
For sure.
But for the guide, that is Malawian, to just say, oh, but that doesn't happen anymore so casually, it just hurt, because being African in America, we're still affected by slavery.
To this day.
Period. We're still
Right.
affected by it. So it would be great to it would be great to be able to say, oh, that didn't happen anymore, and we be done with it. But we're still affected by white supremacy. We still don't know who we are. We don't know who we are, and that's the problem. That's why we can't unify. My big thing is, maybe we can solve our problems by unifying, but we fight over the dumbest things and the smallest things, and we hate each other so much when we've got so much white supremacy already on us, still to this day. So it made me cry, because I wish I could say, oh, that doesn't happen anymore.
Right. It doesn't affect us.
It doesn't affect us anymore, but it does on so many different levels that we don't even see, from religion,
education, spirituality,
all of it.
Spirituality. It took everything.
Everything. We've been taken, we've been took,
and gave away, sold.
And we fight each other.
Right.
And it's so much. It's too much.
We fight each other because we won't fight them.
Right.
Right.
The biggest thing to me is, as the world turns, and coming to Africa for the first time in my life, this is the 4th day and it feels like 2 weeks. That's how slow and stimulated the TV and the radios and all that shit keep you going in America, because you're too busy looking at what is what on this TV, and it's stimulating your mind, and it's creating your own different planet inside of a planet. But it's a whole world outside of it. This is day 4.
Yep.
The world slows down in Africa. Everything slows down. The vision is clear. The mind.
You get a chance to connect.
Everything.
Where we're disconnected.
Right.
Where we're disconnected, you do connect.
Right.
I feel connected ever since I put my feet down and came here.
Right.
This has been the greatest moment of my life.
Yep. I think the biggest thing for me is this, or the saddest thing for me is just not knowing exactly where I come from, with, just being taken to inbreeding, and just being a result of that, and all I can do is embrace the entire culture and call it mine. Right. Because at the end of the day, Africa is still my home, and that's all I can do.
And we moved all over the continent.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So I just, all I can do, like I said, is embrace the entire culture. It's mine,
I don't think it's enough time to
2
take
weeks
all
is
this
not
in.
enough
It's
time,
not
but
enough time.
You have to get here at some point.
Right.
I've
in
been
your
wanting
lifetime.
to come for so long, and those times weren't my time. This time is my time. I've been saying that to people. Don't be jealous.
It's not about that.
It's not about that. It's when you
It's
can get
about
here.
reconnecting from what you were severed from.
Right. Get here when you can get here. Just as long as there's a plan for you to get here. And then, while you're at home, you study. But you got to get here.
Right.
That's a part of the studies. So no one can say that they're well versed in
If
the
they haven't
studies
been here.
if they haven't been here, So
Akilah, what stood out to you about some of the cultural traditions and rituals that you saw?
The Black Jesus that we saw.
Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Expat Diaries for Akilah in Africa. You don't want to miss part 2 of this interview, so please like, share, subscribe, comment below, and hit the notification bell for my latest uploads. I will be posting the second part of this interview very soon. Remember, Black love is Black power. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.